In Caddie 28, we introduced the Deskew Wall command. Now, just to recap, the command is under Modify. We go down to Transform, and then we go down to Deskew Wall Lines. Now, if you click on the command, I will define with a rectangle, and then I've got angles 0, 90, 180, and 270, because I would like to keep my walls perpendicular. Now, at the moment, as you can see, my first wall is horizontal, but the second, third, and the fourth one is skew. My tolerance is going to be 8 degrees. To measure the tolerance, what you can do is, you take, for instance, either the one that looks completely horrible, you select the wall, you go to your object properties, and you look at your rotation. My rotation at this one is 274 degrees, and it need to be 270, so it's 4 degrees. If you check the next wall, rotation is 358. If you take it to 360, it's 1.75. So I would say 5 degrees will also be acceptable for the command. So if I go back to the command, Modify, Transform, we go down to Deskew Wall Lines, and I'm going to ask Caddie, my tolerance is going to be 8 degrees. I'm going to say OK, and I define the walls. And as you can see, it did update the walls. And remember, you can still make use of the Modify, Trim Element to Element command. It's also applicable to walls. Indicate the first wall, second wall. First wall, second wall. So that was the Deskew Wall command. Now I'm going to show you the new command in Caddie 30. Now the new command, if I go to Modify, Transform, the same path, at the bottom it says align walls lines relative to another. That means either perpendicular or parallel. So if I click on the command, Caddie will ask us, indicate line to a line to. So this is going to be my master line. So I'm going to indicate the wall, and then Caddie asks us, indicate line to a line. So it can either be a wall or a line. Now have a look. If I click on the wall, now you will see that those that's familiar with the drag settings, if you hold down the tab key, I'm not holding down the tab key at the moment. As I move my pointer, Caddie will jump with intervals of 90 degrees. So this is the new position for the wall, and I left click. Then I indicate a line. It's similar as with your drag settings, intervals of 90 degrees. And I'm happy with that angle, and I indicate that. Indicate the next line. This one is just slightly off, and then you just carry on. As you can see, Caddie will give you the 90-degree direction, and you can update your lines or your walls. Now, where is it applicable? So in this exercise, I make use of a survey drawing. So if I go to my survey site, as you can see, it can be data that you get from the Survey General. Now, the profile itself looks skew, top right hand and bottom left hand side. So let's switch off the picture, and I switch off the text. So I'm going to make use of the command, Modify, Transform. We go down to align walls lines relative to another. Caddie will ask us, indicate line to a line to. This is the correct line, and I'm going to say, let's make it this line. So that's going to be 90 degrees perpendicular, and the same on the right hand side. So I'm going to press escape, press spacebar to repeat previous command. This line the correct one, this one is the incorrect one. Once again, now you can see it's give us the new angle, and then just go to trim element to element. You clean up your corners, you can switch back on your picture, and there's your final results.